So Hello, how's everyone doing? Hello, Midnight. Hello, Luz. How are you guys doing? Man, this was the first time I heard the full song and... damn, it messed me up good. Maybe I should not have chosen this right before the stream. The minor mob I hate the most in this game is absolutely the TVs. I hate those stupid TVs. By the way, never make the mistake of watching your auto-farming when you're facing the TV. I know. I know. I know. I know because I have watched it and, well... Well, the good thing is that the Akinthea has a follow-up. And they die right as she heals. So, right as she, you know, heals everyone. So... the AI has absolutely no concept of priority target. I know. I watched Robin fail to PA on a TV that was about to drain energy no less than 3 times. At least I think it was 3. This happens every time I farm though. I see. I'm doing alright. Good, I'm glad Midnight. Anyway, I don't know how much you've watched. We don't have much left, as far as I have been told. So... well, let's just finish this. We're gonna listen to the song again. Fuck. No, not again.
It's still early. Where to now?
The vortex of Genesis has turned out like this too. Better go check the base. Too bad it's not Greek. It's a very nice song. He could have used some actual lyrics. Excuse me. It sounds as if it's trying to sound Greek, with some words finishing with os and She pours her heart and soul into singing you farewell. For 1,000 years, this melody has never ceased in Styxia. Last core flame. Finally, after half a year, in real time, after 33 million, in 33 million cycles, not even years. I hope it's not much, since I do have to go in 2 hours-ish for church. Well, okay, 2 hours-ish, it's not gonna be... I think we're gonna be done by then. And perhaps we're gonna even start the, you know, the event. Man, what a crazy journey has been. And This song is just perfect. Finally. What is it, dissidents?
Dux Gladiorum, you have completed your duty.
Hmm?
A new dawn is about to rise. Why not swim towards it?
You died long ago, Imperator. Depart from my mind.
But your duty towards the Imperator did not die with me. That duty will bind you no more. You will be able to hold for yourself one grandiose feast after another in the endless days to come. So go. Go and swim towards that ocean beyond the sky with the Deliverer.
Is this?
A page out of that sidekick's book. I commanded her to gift this page to you when everything finally reaches the end.
Sidekicks? Wait a minute. Sirini? Ma'am? Oh man, that girl. Okay.
What's on this page?
A new beginning.
Memories. Lifelike memories.
That too.
That sidekick found me after the bloody feast 1,000 years ago and showed me her diary. I saw within that notebook.
$39.60 before the campaign against Fagusa.
Is this that Deliverer's experience? It's truly immersive.
Oh, it's our own first cycle.
People beyond the sky apparently utilize this power to seal past scenery into crystals they call light cones.
Wow. The light cones have a, you know, a main story. Well, what would you call it? Influence. A main story influence again. I haven't heard about light cones ever since the beginning of the game.
But I only know so much about the remembrance, so I can't completely replicate the past. But I'll do my best to talk about the missing parts.
I'm all ears. Go on then. Do your best. But if your chatter gets too boring, or if I deem it offensive, then law will become forever beyond your reach.
Got it. I'm sure you'll find this to your liking. After all, it's human nature to want to embark on a journey into the unknown.
We're playing as Keridra? What the fuck? Didn't expect to actually play as her. Damn. What's her ability?
A direct offensive, or crush them from the flanks.
first move advantage. That's cool.
A direct offensive? Or crush them from the flanks?
Direct offensive sounds awesome. Well, no, the very important Panacony, the empty light cone Black Swan gave us was the reason she realized she was in an illusion. True. True, I forgot about that. True. Browse memories.
What brightly colored annals. The journey of the Deliverer's conquest. Let me partake in it. Is this a fortress in the sky?
This is the first step of my friend's journey among the starry seas. This place is called the Herta Space Station. Just think of it as a supersized grove of Epiphany.
Oh, so it's the territory of that witch. She and another Antikytherian lent me a helping hand back at the banquet.
I have a feeling they're going to be very important again soon, though, considering they are made via the garden, and the garden is sus as crap. Yeah. Highly likely.
Look, over there. Looks like he's talking to Madame Herta in his memory.
Puppet Herta.
Let's go listen to what she thinks about this world, all constructed by eons and paths.
Are you telling me that woman is Herta? She seems shorter than I remember.
She seems my size now. Can you imagine?
Pretty nice space station, huh? But just wait. After a couple more stops on the Astral Express, you'll see sights that'll make this place look ordinary.
Is this something that he actually said? I cannot remember, it has been over 2 years.
Oh, the cosmos is so vast that the unknowns far outnumber the knowns. But none of them will end up being anything amazing. The farther you go, the more you'll understand what I mean.
They would still call her Madame Herta even in puppet form. They've always done that. Okay.
So do your best with the nameless. Break a leg! And remember to send an update or two to Asta when you've got some downtime.
I don't necessarily think these conversations actually happened, but I also can't remember.
She certainly shares my way of thinking. Only that instead of a conquest through blood and fire, they chose a gentler path.
Okay, look. It's a matter of perspective. What do you mean by gentler? Just saying.
People call Madame Herta and Mr. Screwlum geniuses. Apparently, only the smartest people in the cosmos can receive the blessings of Nous, Amphorius' true creator.
Do you mean that even individuals of such nobility are merely subordinates to a god?
On the contrary, after all, it was the very first of them who created the god. But I don't really know all the details about that.
I contest that idea, Serene. Yeah.
You might be able to ask Madame Herta herself when you get the chance.
The smartest man in the cosmos did not receive the blessings of Nous. Yeah, true that. But when were the eons ever right? Am I right? Huh?
Let's go check out some other worlds next, shall we?
Oh, the cosmos is so vast that the unknowns far...
Yeah, okay, you don't have to say anything more. And apparently, man, this music. Such nostalgia. The years go by. We all become part of the remembrance slowly.
This next stop on the journey has a lot of similarities to Amphorius.
A snow-covered land? Interesting.
This star is named Eurillo 6. That name sounds so cold.
It does.
Belobog sounds better.
Yeah, Rilo 6 sounds actually crap. It sounds like a logistics kind of name. Belobog does sound far better.
The girl we see here holds a similar station to you, Imperator. She's the supreme guardian of this world. A leader who took up the mantle of government during a disaster.
I did not expect the Empress of this world to be so young.
Well, your appearance isn't much older.
That does not matter. Her appearance is just young, that's it.
The object in the distance resembles Nikador. Is it a weapon?
No, it's called... Right! The Geological Reconstruction Unit.
Just Giorios' Titankin? Disappointing.
What if it was a weapon? Maybe we could use it. Wait. Oh, they don't have much to say. Well, glad to see March, you know, the normal March here at least.
It's all thanks to you that we survived the crisis. The collaboration with the IPC is both an opportunity and a challenge. Nonetheless, it's an important step in our journey back into the universe.
It is a logistics kind of name. That is indeed the way we name stars and planets outside our solar system. If they're not notable, they get a tag rather than a name. True. But when you have a planet with life on it, I don't find it really fair. I would have still called it Belobog. It's kind of, it's crap. It's crap. But then again, we Greeks have been known that we actually do not name stars the same way the rest of the West does. The West names stars, you know, with the Latin versions. But because we Greeks are the ones who created astronomy as a science, we call them with our actual Greek gods. Juniper is Dias. Mars is Ares. Neptune is, well, oh, no, actually Neptune is, Neptune, the name Neptune actually does have a Greek version too for some reason. I do think we do call it Poseidon though. Of course I do indeed agree. Okay, nice. Thanks.
This world was sealed beneath its sky just like Amphorius was.
Belobog it
only
is then.
managed to reconnect with the stars when the Nameless arrived.
Well, please.
That IPC she spoke of, is it a more powerful organization?
Yes, Keridra. We have to destroy them.
Yes, the IPC conquered many worlds through trade and opened up a vast territory that way. There are many such powerful alliances beyond Amphorius, and they all walk on roads different from the destruction.
They're gonna conquer us. Imperator, they're gonna conquer us. We have to conquer them. We have to conquer them first.
Coming back to the Supreme Guardian and her Belobog, didn't they find a peaceful way to enter the interstellar community?
I'm not defending Arilo 6's name, just that it's actually realistic to real life. I think most galaxies are named NGC and then the numbers. I see. True that.
That cannot be true. That IPC would never have grown so big on trade alone.
True.
It may pretend to be a wealthy merchant with clean hands.
True.
But I am willing to bet that it grew fat on gory oppression and bloodshed.
Fucking true. You see why I like Keridra now? I mean, Anaxa never really walked on the same ideas as I did. And Keridra actually picks up so fast. Just saying, you know, just saying.
Its path of conquest must have had no mercy for the weak and would have destroyed them if needed.
Exactly.
Are you telling me that this snowland never thought about tossing its dignity to the wind and kneeling to the IPC?
They did.
I will not believe it.
They almost did. That fucking contract at the end. Ooh, there was an entire cutscene with that. With everyone fighting and poor Bronya literally not knowing what to do. Only that, you know, at the end of the cutscene, thank God, Himeko stepped in. Aventurine, exactly. I never said I didn't like her either. Okay, good. Okay, we're good. We're in the clear then.
I will never allow the Imperator's empire to be sullied by others. Amphorius must become a power so strong that no interstellar foreigner would dare to look down upon us.
Yes! Magna Graecia. This is how we're gonna call it, yes! My Byzantine Empire! Man. She may be a Kusogaki, but I will always like her more than Anaxa. I'm neutral. Okay, wait a minute. I don't necessarily like her, but I don't really dislike her. I'm neutral. Okay, fair enough. Same with Anaxa, I suppose, isn't it? Midnight? No. In my personal opinion, I don't like Anaxa as much as I like her either. Okay? Kerithra has some good points, okay? We need to make Amphorius. We need to make Greece whole again. And by whole, I mean literally become stronger than the IPC by conquering other planets.
Imperator, Belobog isn't as weak as you imagine. Listen.
No, do not try to change her mind.
I indeed hesitated. But now I understand what we must do. Belobog must learn how to walk on her own until she no longer needs the support of others and can stand on her 2 feet among the stars.
We are gonna send the Lance of Fury all the way to Diamond's doorstep. They will fear us. When I said she's the second coming of Anaxa, I meant her smugness and smirking, her mannerisms. I see, not everything about her is like him. I never said they were the exact same. But the most annoying parts of their mannerisms are the same. Okay. My feelings towards Anaxa are much stronger than my feelings of Kerithra. When you say much stronger, you mean much stronger, you know, this likeness, much stronger likeness, because he also helps you with the, you know, with the ratio team. What do you mean by stronger? Which ones? Which feelings?
Even if I may not live to see it, I believe such a day will surely come.
Kerithra is a passive neutral, but my feelings for Anaxa are much more aggressive in both directions. It's like a neutral that got set on fire. I see. Well, I guess you could say it's a little bit of the opposite for me. No, that's a lie. I still like Kerithra. Not really like, but I do like her. And Anaxa, I kinda dislike him. They are not in neutral. They are, you know, one step up and one step down, you know, respectively.
They still have their dignity intact. One day, that hope will melt through the ice and help them into a prosperous tomorrow.
Look, they did it their way. We are gonna do it our way.
But the order of the cosmos is already set in stone. The old laws decree that only the strong survive, binding the weak in an unbroken chain, until they wither and turn to dust. Unless they embrace the power of the destruction.
Yes. I mean, what?
Amphorius must shatter the old law and become the new order among the stars.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Oh, we're gonna bring down the IPC. Yes.
Speaking of the Order, another one of my friend's companions may be able to enlighten you further on that. Let's go to the next page.
Man, but I want my conquest.
I indeed hesitated, but now I understand what we must do. Belobog.
Okay, you haven't met Himeko, and yet you haven't met Mats either, but yet you can't see them. Okay then. Man, it's a little bit ridiculous how technically the saga of Belobog, it's where this is the area where it's ended. This is where Belobog ended, basically. If you think about it. And it was, you know, it was basically in a trail-based continuance. Which makes kind of sense. I guess you saw a little bit of the aftermath. I support all Anaxa's wrongs. Well, okay. You support all Anaxa's wrongs and yet you do not support him in his banner. I can't really say I'm neutral with Anaxa. Neutral implies peace. The way I feel about Anaxa is just so passionate in both directions. It's like how hate and love are not true opposites because they share a common trait, passion. Nah. I'm not sure about that. The true opposite of love is apathy, as they share no common traits. I suppose so. Not really, I do not agree with that exactly. Except if you... I don't know what to say. The idea of apathy, it's a little bit... You know, it's a little bit like you don't want to bother with someone, which could be said that it is the opposite of love, but... Excuse me. But... The idea that you want to come into contact with someone because you felt wronged by them and you want to hurt them really does sound like the opposite of love, because love, it's about, you know, well, it's about treating others nicely, and, well, if you do care about them, that means that you have affection towards them, and that is, you know, something that manifests itself into good actions. Hate manifests itself in bad actions. You want to hurt them, you want to make them suffer. So it does sound like hate still is, in my personal opinion, the very opposite of love.
This next world is a nation of dreams.
They are not true opposites in the same way blue and red are not true opposites on the color wheel. Okay. I'm not sure. Again, I explained to you the way I view it, so I do not really agree with it, but, you know, I guess, yeah, to each their own. Apathy sounds like you just don't want to bother with someone, so you don't really have... You don't want to have anything to do with them, but that doesn't really bring about much of anything, because, well... In a sense, you could say it's an aspect of hate, in my personal opinion. Like, you will come into contact with someone only because you wanna hurt them, and after that, you just, well, just erase them completely from your mind. I personally believe that something that shares a common trait with something else can never be its true opposite, because they share an ingredient. Apathy is devoid of everything love is. Yes, but again, it doesn't bring about opposite actions. You could say that hate and love are the opposites of the same coin, that's why it seems that way, but... Apathy is the death of the soul. Well, I do believe that, yes, but still...
The first time I heard about that place, I didn't even know what to think.
The first time you thought about the Scienzo? Why do you sound so excited all of a sudden? Oh.
Such opulence does indeed evoke astonishment.
Okay. I sussed myself out. I spoke too quickly. I genuinely thought we were going to the Scienzo because we were going on a straight line now, you know. Herta Space Station, Bellobug, what's next? We skipped the Scienzo for some reason. Okay, now I feel like an ass. I genuinely thought they were gonna be like, oh, the Scienzo, yes, what a magnificent place. But, well, oops. Yeah, I deserved that one. I did deserve it. I'm saying a true opposite, not that they can't be opposing forces or inspire opposing actions. Okay.
This world is called Penacony, an eternal city built upon a land of dreams. It's also my friend's previous stop, where they went through a risky but exciting adventure.
But in ideology, apathy shares zero common traits with love and is therefore its ideological opposite. Okay, fair enough.
Tell me about it then. That man standing afar has wings on his head. I am truly curious.
Yeah, and the man on the right, on the far right, is a god himself, actually. But for some reason we paid attention to... Well, we pay attention to Sunday because... is Sunday gonna be involved anytime soon with Amphorius?
I wish to gaze upon the views of the Reverie Hotel one more time. I'll be just a traveler when I come back here again. And perhaps, through a traveler's eyes, even the things I once knew so well will feel strangely different.
Penacony is a land of the harmony, where all dreams and hopes merge and combine. It believes in unrestrained freedom, and that's how it lost itself in shallow delights.
Sunday is visually more striking than Welt, though, I can't lie. The wings, the halo, definitely more eye-catching. The guy obviously that hasn't actually dropped the, you know... He truly hasn't dropped the, you know, glamorous ego that Penacony characters come with, I guess.
Then, this young man before you chose to rewrite its laws, using the power of the Order, hoping to shape a dream-bound paradise of perfect happiness.
Also, they probably skipped the Cienzo because it doesn't have relevance to Amphorius, while Belobog and Penacony definitely do. I meant in a purely visual sense. I see. Yeah.
Yet, the paradise of my dreams remains far away. Perhaps a brief journey with the Nameless can show me more possibilities in my search for paradise.
I meant in purely visual sense regarding Sunday. Ah, okay. True.
As for what Penacony should look like, it'll be up to her. No. Up to their trailblazing now.
It sounds like this ideal kingdom is no more.
Yeah. It's a land of harmony where all dreams and hopes emerge and combine. I believe in an unrestrained form. It believes in an unrestrained freedom, and that's how it lost itself in shallow delights. This young man before chose that rewrite the world during the power of the Order, hoping to I just wanted to say, why do you give her ideas? Who's to say she's not gonna turn around and be like, you know what? He failed. He failed because he's weak. I am strong, so I will succeed.
That's right. The people chose to wake up at the end. You can't see tomorrow when drowning in sweet dreams.
This individual's law acknowledged only gods and constructs, leaving no space for humanity. And yet, the fact that he could accept defeat and resume his journey shows a rare self-awareness and clarity of mind.
Yeah, I like characters like that.
You are also very self-aware, Imperator. Then you must know that the world promised by the destruction also has no place for humanity.
I am indeed very aware of Lycurgus's honeyed words of deceit. I have seen enough. Take me back.
Wait, I wanna do the you know, before I actually, you know, the next time I'm gonna see her, it's probably on her after I pull her banner, and that is not a guarantee either, so...
A direct offensive? Or crush them from the flanks?
The fucking side-eye again.
A direct offensive? Or crush them from the flanks?
It's the same... Man, it has the same vibe with Castoriki.
A direct offensive? Or crush them from the flanks?
Goddamn.
Then let's wrap up this trip down memory lane with one last scene.
The side-eye is so funny. So much sass. Yeah. Man, I now wanna see Castorikis again.
Absolute wonder.
Guess what? It's our planet. It's Greece.
Isn't it pretty? That's our Amphorius. Our world flows and meanders in this endless band of light. Though we were born from the designs of the gods and are not yet truly alive, the Chrysos heirs of Amphorius still chose to stand against fate and carved a legend no different from that of humankind.
And are not yet truly alive. Not yet. Don't give me hope. Oh, we'll be greatly disappointed if, you know, that doesn't come true. I love how she says not yet truly alive. Thank you for that, Irene. Man, Midnight. Same brain cell again. I picked up on it without reading you. Man. We really had we really created the legend where we stood against fate. My kind of story. That's why Amphorius will forever be one of my favorite chapters, no doubt.
Will you really renounce the heroes in this world's previous 30 million cycles, Imperator? Including even yourself? Will you bow to brutal destiny and allow that puppet master named the destruction to have their wish?
She already told you that she has seen enough and she wants to go back. Why do you keep pestering her a little bit? I'm not saying it because she's actually pestering her, but the only reason why I'm saying it is because I know as an Imperator she does have a sore fuse. She gave an order and such, you know, and she expects for that order to be executed, you know what I mean? Everyone will be disappointed if it doesn't come to pass. It will be terrible business decision on their part, though, to keep Amphorius from ever visiting the Express or participate in future events. Yeah, I know. Participating in future events. I know.
I know what you want to do, Sidekick. You want to use that Deliverer's memories to influence me and tilt the scales of law toward him and the two geniuses.
You really saw right through me, Imperator.
How can one rule an empire if one is incapable of understanding people's minds? I have decided on Law's final destination. However, before I move my next chess piece, before we go on, tell me this, Sidekick. Throughout his trailblaze, was there ever a memory of the ocean?
Eh? The ocean.
The ocean. My cradle. My home.
Like, that would be very stupid. They worked so hard on this chapter. Why would they essentially throw it away and pretend it never happened? No chance. Especially not with so many beloved characters from Honkai Pack 3rd. Yeah, people would absolutely riot if Kevin and Elysia were never able to be part of this game. I know.
You shall complete your conquest in the ocean at the boundaries of this world, and eternally slumber in the sound of tides. You shall eternally slumber in the sound of tides, and complete your conquest in the ocean at the boundaries of this world. Our prophecies aligned as flawlessly as a sea snake circling upon itself. An elegant loop, like a joyful hymn. Like the circulating ocean current. Like our two fates. Like Amphorius itself.
So yeah, very unlikely from a realistic standpoint. They are gonna get out. Nice. I'm glad. I hope that's the end result of it. At the end of the campaign against Fagusa. Ooh.
The trial is over. So tell me.
If they don't at least get the ability to visit the Express, don't at least get the ability, if they don't at least get the ability to visit the Express, I'd be actually shocked. Yep.
Who will own the divine authority of law?
I won't give it to anyone.
What?
Oh yeah, the smugness is back.
I am the law. Why should I give my imperial crown to any other?
I am the law. I am justice.
Both the Deliverer and the Theoros came from beyond the sky. They have no right to interfere with the lands I conquered with my own 2 hands. The law of Amphorius shall be determined by Amphorius's master.
Okay.
What exactly did you see in the trial?
I am truth. I am the law. Yep.
Everything. I saw everything regarding the rules of this world's operation. I saw the laws of extrapolation that Theoros spoke of. I saw the ultimate protocol. As long as I offer a sacrifice of equal weight, I can rewrite the laws of this world according to my will. I can turn good into evil, ugliness into beauty, and weakness into strength. Fate gave me a very fair deal. One rule change for the life of one demigod.
Wow. So she did want it to die.
What are you planning to do?
You can't guess? We can conquer the stars without relying on any power from beyond the sky. We just need to make some reasonable sacrifices.
Your ambitions have already made so many people give up their lives for the law. And you're still not done?
I am determined for Amphorius to stand on her own 2 feet among the stars.
Oh yeah.
You are beyond reason. You think such a simple and hypocritical statement can justify your atrocities.
There's no new without destroying the old. That's what you consider an atrocity? Ironic, for that is also the unchanging law of Amphorius's revolutions. Ever since the Flame Chase prophecy resounded in the distance, fate has decreed for the Chrysos heirs to ignite our blood and illuminate this dark age. People would still be puppets of the old dynasty if it weren't for my conquests.
But your world doesn't seem to be any different from your predecessors. Bloodshed, tyranny, oppression. You're making the same mistakes they did.
Go and see everything for yourself. Go to any library I've built. Go listen to the rumors on every street corner. Go and witness how the Imperator crushed the old laws and forged new ones. Go and see what my conquests brought to this world. I cleansed the Chrysos War's filth, and mended all the conflicts left by the Era Bellica. I restored Akima's might, and allowed mortals and Chrysos heirs to face each other as equals in the Council. I punished all sins, and rewarded all achievements. I smashed Talantin's shackles, united humankind to save themselves, and started the Flame Chase era. That's what the Imperator has done in her glorious life.
Long live the Imperator.
So now, hearken to my final words. History will eventually forget Ceridra. But it will never forget the Imperator's people or the Flame Chase era she began.
Spoken like a true emperor. God damn. Man, that speech was awesome.
Final words.
Yeah. Starts laughing like a maniac. Oh yeah, my favorite.
Amphorius is about to be destroyed. There's no time left for pointless debates. There is only one law I want to overturn to aid the final battle of deliverance. So I will only offer the life of one demigod.
The mad laughing too. I know. I know. It was, man, I wanna hear it again. She really had some good points there. And ironically, like, the laugh. Man. Goddamn. Wow. It's so good.
In the name of the Imperator, I command you one last time, Electra. Either sacrifice yourself for conquest, or pierce this tyrant's chest with your sword.
Thus, the Imperator concluded her final speech. At the end of her life, at the last moment before she stepped onto the altar, she gave her most loyal subject the choice to decide fate, just as she promised her compatriots before her very first campaign.
My blood flows in you now. Heroic compatriots, follow me, and we'll seize fate's reins!
The Imperator fell. Some say that the Dux Gladiorum turned traitor and killed her liege. Some say that she imprisoned the tyrant in a shallow pond of water, then left. Which meant the Imperator had to kill herself to rewrite the law. There are countless stories about her death. All we can be sure of is when the knight left the vortex, the Imperator was still mumbling about their past conquests together. The beginning and the end of her existence.
Imperator, wait! How could someone of your status come to the front lines? Let me be the flag bearer!
Man. Wow. Wait a minute. God. Not gonna lie, this picture goes hard with Aglaia. This is supposed to be tribute. Wait a minute. What am I looking at right now? This is obviously Keridra. This is obviously Easy Lens. Who are they? I cannot actually... That is... Oh my goodness, that is Dan Heng. Okay.
The troops defending the pass to the west of the grove, have they surrendered?
They ran as quickly as they could when they heard your name. The Golden Cocoon Pass is now in the First Legion's hands.
Well, Terravox. Yep. Well, Dan Heng. He's gonna be the one who's gonna take the mantle, so...
Good. What about the Delosian militia?
The Third Legion set fire to the mountains and flattened everything west of the basin. They just need a few more days.
That is enough. We cannot afford to miss an opportunity for victory. Lastly, how many Ladonian cannons are left?
They are no more. The Second and Fourth Legions have destroyed them all.
Very good. They now have no way out, no reinforcements, and no artillery support. We will be able to liberate the Grove of Epiphany in the blink of an eye. We will launch the final charge 1 quint after the curtain fall hour tomorrow. Remember, as long as the Alliance's flag still flies on my shoulders, you must keep moving forward.
Terravox is, as far as I know, not Dan Heng, just his predecessor. Terravox was a dragon Dromas. Okay, okay.
Take no prisoners among the enemy's soldiers. All sages who resist are to be captured and tried according to martial law. And do not destroy any books. Now go. Notify the entire army.
Yeah, okay, you have to throw the do not destroy any books. You had to throw there. Do not show any destroy any books in order to keep some, you know, some goodness within you, I suppose. Be right back. I'm gonna go get some food. Take your time, Midnight.
Understood. Those who are resolved to die, we salute you.
Reporting in. The mountain dwellers are resisting fiercely, and the legendary Mountain Breaker has personally engaged in battle. Their formations are nigh impenetrable.
Strategists can't strategize without knowing the enemy. Anyway, now be right back. Okay.
Then cease
Ooh,
our frontal
about
assault.
that.
Send scouts to all legions and tell them to retreat into the Tritos Plains before the parting hour.
Are you planning to surrender?
Wait a minute, what did it say? Assault, send scouts to all legions. Tell them to retreat into the... No, okay.
It's a strategic change of plans. The seismic walking dragon is enough for that battlefield.
Walking dragon? You mean that stupid beast, Terravox? What can they even do?
Is this her conquest? I just now realized. That's why these are shadowed, and this is not shadowed. Because first it was this one. With Aglaia in the middle. Now it's Terravox, next is gonna be something, and then it's Isilet.
Stupid? No. They are the wisest of all of Giorio's creations. Only they can perceive the currents of time. Let them deal with their earthly brethren. We will advance and take the lead in defeating what remains of our enemy. I will deliver the most fiery retribution for the humiliation they dealt us, and crown myself with a god-slaying wreath.
Understood. I'll see to it. Those who are resolved to die, we salute you.
The Temple of the Three Fates sent a letter, Imperator.
Yeah, I was right. Continuing the conquest.
They refused to surrender and said this letter is their last warning to us.
Tell the commanding officers not to launch any attacks unless they receive the Imperator's handwritten approval. Disobedience will be punished by death.
What are you doing?
The priests of the Three Fates aren't soldiers, but politicians. Do not mistakenly believe they don't have a plan. These dying pests will wring out every idea from their brains, all for short-sighted gain. They are much shrewder than we are. I am inferior to them in that regard. They also have the prophecy to wield as a weapon, something I am not blessed with. Launching an unplanned attack will only disadvantage us, as all of Emphorius will judge our actions. Which means, I will be heading to the battlefield myself, just as I have always done. This time, however, I will go alone. I will conduct secret negotiations to ensure fate is on our side.
Understood. The legions will make their preparations. Those who are resolved to die, we salute you.
Why are we not allowed to march out with the army, Imperator?
Aglaia throwing a tantrum, oh my goodness. My wife throwing a tantrum all of a sudden.
Why are we not allowed to march out with the army, Imperator?
Man, she was a soldier. She was a soldier too! I don't know why, but only now it dawned on me. Hearing Aglaia say that line all of a sudden really clicked with me that, oh, wait a minute, she was a soldier too. That's why I was drawn to her instantly. Man, I always go for the women who have some sort of battle spirit within them. What?
Why are we not allowed to march out with the army, Imperator?
I thought, wait a minute. Here comes my way of thinking. Okay, listen here. I loved Caesar in Zenless Zone Zero, and I thought to myself, yeah, Caesar, well, Caesar is far different from Aglaya. She battles by herself all the time. She does have this very leader spirit. Well, she is basically Caesar, you know, there is some sort of, well, you know, parallel there, you know, the fact that she became an overlord and, you know, she leads basically everyone. Even though she does have a very quirky personality, she is basically a very promising leader. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, Caesar, I love her a lot, but obviously she doesn't have anything in common with Aglaya. Yes, I have chosen two completely different characters. Like, like, I cannot see any similarities to either of them. Turns out they are far more similar the more I think about it. They both have this short hair too, even though I actually like long hair. What? They are both actually fighters in armies, quote unquote in armies, but they're both also leaders. Man, my taste in women really shown. God.
This will be a long voyage with no return. Those of you who bear the prophecy cannot come with me.
Why are you personally leading this battle if it's doomed to fail? The Flame Chase journey cannot be without a leader.
This is the moment where she becomes the leader?
That is correct. The Empire will be without a head when the Imperator falls. But remember, as long as you seize the right opportunities, even a chaotic game will remain winnable.
Man, Kirida really tutored really tutored Aglaya. I've returned, I'm just not talking because I'm eating. Okay, welcome back. Oh, Yasumi, hello, welcome to the stream.
My departure will create a long staircase for you. You will understand what I mean when news of my death reaches your ears.
Saridra, is our journey about to be over?
Destroy the old laws and forge new ones. My conquest has reached its limits within the borders of Amphorius. Since the prophecy already decreed that the Imperator would never conquer the stars as she wished, I will bow out here and try no more.
What? That was her prophecy? I was wondering this entire time, okay, so what prophecy does Kirida have? Well, the Imperator would never conquer the stars as she wished. And that's it. That's her prophecy.
More Chrysos heirs bearing divine authority will be born, and many more heroes will arise.
Yeah, that's before Mighty was born.
Will they demand peace or war? Will they resist tyranny or become the next Imperator? I do not care. The children of the future will decide for themselves.
It's so bizarre that these questions are basically Mighty. With somehow, some way, he became both. He became both of these things. Like, will they demand peace or war? He wages war in order to win peace. Will they resist tyranny or become the next Imperator? He resisted tyranny and he did become the next Imperator. Well, king, but, you know, Imperator per se. Only to be the one to actually proclaim the end of the dynasty of, you know, of Castrum Kremnos. Man.
Do not mourn for me. Anyone can kill the Imperator. But the only one who can truly destroy her is Saridra.
The only person who can kill me is me.
At the end, I faithfully recorded the most important battles in the Imperator's life. Her conquest was about to be completed at this point in the story.
Not this music again.
However, For some reason, a memory suddenly entered my mind just as I was about to put down my pen. It was a journey on a fantastical train. I had the honor of having a heart-to-heart conversation with the Imperator under the stars, and I asked her this question at the end of that discussion. How do you want history to remember you? As a hero who gave up her life for the flame chase? Or as a tyrant? She answered so quickly, as if she had made up her mind long ago.
I would rather be forgotten than be defined. Because the law can be neither eternal nor unchallenged.
Wow. We are literally never gonna find out whether she was the one who took her life or... Damn.
And only humanity can pen laws into history's pages. Now, I have shattered the greatest law of Amphorius.
Wait a minute, I just realized the crown that she wears is not actually part of her head. I don't know why I assumed that because it's on fire, it's something that she cannot actually remove. Also, it reminds me of SpongeBob again, because there was this one character who literally had like a crown like shape hat, and then and at the end of the episode they just fucking tear off the fucking crown and they give it to SpongeBob. Do you remember that, Luz? And he was like, "Oh, I didn't know it was a hat," and he was, and the guy was like, "It wasn't." What he has teared up his head. Man. Fuck. That's how you know SpongeBob is legendary. Every damn time I'm reminded of that cartoon.
The game is nearing its end.
I love that episode. I know, Luz. I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know you know what I mean. It was that, with a huge jellyfish, Do you remember? You probably have figured it out, yeah.
Dux Gladiorum. Even though you killed the Imperator in the previous 30 million cycles.
So in the previous one, she was the one too. Okay.
This time, you finally found your own law.
So wait a minute. How does Kerida is convinced and she does know that yes, she killed me in the 33 million previous cycles?
Then, High Sealants, Electra. I will ask someone to deliver the prophecy's ocean at the boundaries of this world to you.
That's some really good voice acting. Also, man, out of all the chess pieces, the king piece is the one that is, golden.
Will you choose to swim into that ocean? I do not care.
I think Lode showed her. Highly likely.
Do not care.
Is she lying here? The prophecy's ocean at the boundaries of this world. It's something that I do not really understand what it means.
The Imperator muttered about her conquests, and news of her death spread in the city.
Man, this horrifying thing they do in anime when someone's light literally is lost from their eyes. Ugh. Absolute cinema, unironically. Unironically. Many times I have said it ironically, this time I do not. I think it means space. Do you think Excellence will be the one to actually join the Astral Express? It's possible. Man, she literally died with a smile in her face. No regrets, I suppose. Now that's a true emperor. That's a true emperor's death right there.
Freedom! Liberty! The tyrant is dead! Go! Shout this news in the streets!
My people! My fellow elders! Do not panic. Stand your ground. That usurper has paid for her ambition with her life.
People once cheered for my ascension. And now they cheer for my fall. No matter. I am fond of applause.
Okay, you don't have to sell it so hard. I know you can perform, okay? I know you can perform, you don't have to sell it so hard.
I see the cosmos. The battlefield that I cannot reach. I will return in the next cycle. The stars will hear my legion's war drums. Hear the great name of the Imperator.
Not gonna lie, I do have a bias because I do look, I do consider myself, I do align myself with Amphorius, I suppose. So, yeah, having a chapter where Keridra actually goes on a conquest in the stars, I'm all for it. Sorry guys, this is where my stop ends with the Trailblaze. No way, you have a bias. Look, I haven't said it, now I need to say it. I never would have known. Okay, you don't have to say it, you don't have to actually oust me like that. Of course, but you know, at the very least you can admit that I admit it, right? I didn't know it, there's no way of— shut up, the both of you.
Here, Amphorius's Serid.
To this day, we do not know which rule the Imperator overwrote at the cost of her life.
She never said. Also, that one actually had a little bit more, you know, gasps at the end.
Serid.
Wow. Wow.
Perhaps the truth will only be revealed at the moment of checkmate, just like every chess game she ever played. We only know her death inflamed Akama. On one side of the city, those who defended liberty toppled her statues to the ground. On the other side, her supporters put themselves between the masses and her monuments, declaring loudly that the Sovereign is still among the people,
Wow.
It is said that golden blood congealed into the same letters everywhere they fought. It was the name borne by Akama's first and final sovereign, the Imperator Saridra.
Man.
But the one who bore that name did not see any of this. Her gaze was cast far away, and the sound of tides in her ears drowned out the people's cries. What was the Imperator thinking about in that prophesized ocean at the boundaries of this world? In that shallow puddle of stagnant water, was she reminiscing about her past conquests? Or repenting for the millions killed for the flame chase? It was neither. The Imperator only saw how the surface of the water gleamed like that crude chessboard, dissected by light and shadow in the afternoon when her teacher played against her for the first time.
Look at this chessboard. What do the pieces look like?
They are strangely beautiful. They look like the stars in the night sky ablaze.
So there is night in Amphorius. Wait a minute. Was there ever night in Amphorius?
From that page.
There was ever night in Amphorius. Oh yeah. There was that.
Emerged an ocean.
I have seen people complain about this scene because they say that, oh yeah, they didn't even created an actual, you know, beach area. In Amphorius, you know, and they just have to reuse, you know, from the Cienzo, the ocean there. And I'm thinking to myself, so wait a minute, you're telling me that you expect them to create an entire fucking map for a single scene? What? No, the whole point was that she's seeing the memories of Trailblazer. Did they miss that? The only reason she's seeing this is from the page as I've written. Oh, yeah. I guess they did miss that, yeah, because it's Trailblazer's memory of the Cienzo. I see. It's the page that was given to her, I see. She says it so herself. I guess they did miss that, yeah. Or perhaps they just wanted to complain because that's the only thing they know what to, you know, how to do. That was the entire reason Keridra asked if there were any memories of the ocean in Trailblazer's journey. True.
So vast. So pure.
I'm so tired of ignorance. Yeah, I know.
Not a single trace of corruption. Is this Saridra?
Electra, my subject. Ever since you walked out of the tainted ocean and pledged yourself to me, I have seen the abyss in your eyes and the emptiness in your heart. That was why I promised you a new ocean, where the Imperator's ambitions would serve as the currents, and loyalty would be its light. Electra, my subject. You have done your duty as my blade. The prophecy has now made its final decree on the road I intend to walk. My conquest is doomed to never reach the stars.
Man, this is so bullshit. We could have destroyed the IPC with Keridra. we would have made Amphorius the new supreme power of the cosmos. Amphorius is just disappointments left and right. It's everything I wish for, only to come find out that it can never happen. Tell me you skipped the story without telling me you skipped the story moment. Yep. Willfully ignorant, whiny, chronically online babies. True.
But the Imperator never makes empty promises. So take this memory, this ocean, beyond the sky, as witnessed by the Deliverer.
She was kind at the end, I suppose. She was selfish in the sake of, you know, of being glorious, but she did things for others, that's for sure. They literally skipped this, or else they'd freaking know. Perhaps.
This is the final gift that the Imperator can leave for her subject.
It's right there.
When I was still a fish in the ocean, I always felt so genuine swimming through the waters.
If people skip the lore, they lose the right to complain about it, period. Of course. That's for sure. Hello, Lima. Welcome to the stream.
But once I stepped onto land, I found myself caught in a play. Every land dweller wore a mask in their life. So I, too, donned a costume and tried to find my role in this show. I became your blade in war and the violin strings at banquets. Do you still not get it? I do not long for the oceanic depths of my homeland, nor do I crave the swelling seas beyond the sky. Perhaps even I don't know what I want. I still don't know where I should swim to even at the end. But I know one thing right now. A fish is simply a fish. And she can never leave the ocean she's in.
Yeah, now I get the feeling that she's not gonna join the Express.
But whether under the ocean or on land, we two prisoners who can never escape this cave.
Cave?
Can still look outside the cave and see the stars.
No, you're still chained, looking at the wall. You have to unchain yourself. And if you do unchain yourself, that means that you can also leave the cave.
I have to admit, the 12-factor simulation of life in this experiment has far exceeded my expectations.
Yeah. Get. Friend.
Make your choice then, Senior Society member. Do you want to keep walking down the wrong path and be remembered for your incorrect conclusions? Or do you want to return to the audience's seat and give yourself, Amphorius, and the entire cosmos a more fitting end?
Clanker. Yeah. By the way, I'm not sure if I have expressed this. I have expressed this on stream, but I really have to say, you know, unlike other characters that I have written, Alexander Follestar is not the kind of character who would actually ever appreciate any life other than souls themselves. He would never see creation's creation as a living thing. So, in the back of my mind, for almost like 5, maybe even 7 years now, I would have actually assumed that Alexander, as character, he would always refer to automatons, androids, whatever you want to call them, Intellitrons or whatever, he would still call them robots, just because it's a simplified, direct, and even a cold way of, you know, of basically confronting the metal before you. It has become really ridiculous that basically now the internet basically took that idea of calling someone a robot and they just changed it to clanker. And you know what? I guess in a sense, it is more insulting, I guess. Which once again, I come to realize that fuck me, I was one step ahead of everyone. And yet my idea fell through because I never actually expressed it in any way or, you know, published any of my writing. Anyway, clanker implies that they are shabby, outdated, and unstreamlined. Yes, but is it a word that appeared only recently, or it has been a word like that for a very long time? Because it's actually kind of bizarre that I have never heard that word in a, like, I have never heard of that word ever. I have heard the word clank, but I've never heard the word clanker. As I can see here, the only result I really get is that it's a robot slur. But in my mind, the word robot itself was the slur. That's why I had Alexander say, you know, call an Intelligtron or call an android just robot. Because he doesn't see them as actually living beings. They do not have a soul, so what's the devil to do with a piece of metal right before him? A creation's creation, mind you. Clank is a word, clanker is a slur developed recently. Okay, so I was onto something. For all these years, I was onto something. God, again, I have something on my mind. I have written it down. I have it in the back of my mind on the possibility that one day I might express it, and the world caught up to me. Fuck, who's gonna believe me now again? The suffering of a creator, to have created something only to actually have the rest of the world become aware of it before you publicize your own work. Damn it. I indeed believe you. Midnight, you're giving me hope, because perhaps you're one of the only people that would probably believe me. I get the feeling that whoever I told them, hey, I had this idea, and someone else made it. I have that other idea, the internet made it a thing. I have this, I had that, I had this. Even the Roman Empire. Shit, Midnight, even the Roman Empire. Remember that? Man, I need a bathroom break. Give me 1 minute. I will not even put you in the be right back screen. I'll just need a minute. Hello, I'm back. I grabbed the soda when I was at it. Even though I do not really drink too many carbonated drinks, I do end up drinking a lot of carbonated drinks every summer because, well, I do need something. Well, I do need a refreshment, that's why. Don't see a reason not to believe you. Thank you so much, Midnight. Keep intending to look up what they what that very obvious Morse code is, but I keep forgetting. Bet someone has decoded it already. Do you guys think Skrullum will be added as a playable character? It's an interesting topic for a discussion, I believe. I really hope so. Yeah, I believe he will actually become a playable character eventually. But he has to play a very, very center role in order for that to happen. I really don't like the Genius Society except Skrullum. He's the only one that's currently unplayable. True. I kinda like May, but she's very egotistic of others. Though she certainly has great ambitions becoming a Neon. Yeah, well, we don't talk about her around these parts, my friend. No, I'm joking. But we do talk about her, but we do actually not like her around these parts either. Perhaps they will make Skrullum imaginary so I can add him to my imaginary mail collection? Perhaps. May is my least favorite character in the entire game personally, but to each their own. I mean, yes. And she's also the shadow version of yourself.
I must refuse. A dead man never fears death.
What? Do you want to keep walking down the wrong path and be remembered for your incorrect conclusions, or do you want to return to the audience seat and give yourself Amphorius? And the entire cosmos a more fitting end. Of course she's gonna refuse. Of course that fucker is gonna refuse.
Did I not make myself clear? Have you forgotten about our dear Lord of Silence? You wouldn't want her to consider your 8 other clones as cancers within the erudition and chop them all up, would you?
Look, Himeko really has a way of doing things, okay? Man, I would so love it if she is actually her, the Lord of Silence. It would be so badass. I can't find anyone commenting about the Morse code on the special program. Ah, true. Someone says one of the Morse code is 42. Well, 42? That would make sense, but it's a little underwhelming. Wait a minute, what does 42 imply? The answer to the universe is 42. Impossible. Wait a minute, what do you mean the... The number 42 is in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy of Douglas Adams, the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe and everything, calculated by an enormous supercomputer named Deep Thought over a period of 7.5 million years. What? The Greeks didn't write that down. What the fuck are you talking about? As the saying goes, that's why Herta's attacks on the enemy go up to 42. Ah, I see. I didn't know that. Himeko as Polka, it would be interesting for sure. Not that unbelievable, considering other characters are getting their other versions. Perhaps on the next planet we will meet her as Polka. Look, the thing is, yes, you're right about that. We have talked about this before, Lime. The thing is that everyone in the Astral Express has a secret, right? Kalus was a Stellaron hunter. Welt was a god. The Dan Heng was actually an exiled, he was exiled from his land, and he was actually a ruler to his people in his past life. March 7th apparently has a second version of, you know, she's in broken fragments and an evil version of herself as Evernight lives in Amphorius. Himeko? There's no way Himeko doesn't have a dark secret. And people have been speculating that kinda, you know, Polka kinda looks like Himeko, you know, in some designs, such as with the flowers and the gloves. And the fact that she's a mechanic too actually makes sense how she can control the Astral Express. If she's Genius Society, she certainly can. Even though it's not a solid theory and many people do call it, you know, crackpot, for me, it just feels so perfect if she is Polka. I don't know why. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. Like, the more I think about it, I'm like, oh, fuck. The Lord of Silence is actually Himeko. Now, you've got my attention. I was intrigued at first, now you have my full attention. It is 42, I just looked up a guide and decoded it myself. It's 42. We have talked about this before and it was exhausting. I'm not participating in it all again. I know, Midnight, I know. I don't want... Look, just because I'm sharing it, it doesn't mean that I genuinely believe that, yes, this is it. I'm just, you know, for my personal satisfaction, do actually have in the back of my mind the possibility that she probably could be. Yes, Himeko as Polka and Welt as, I don't know, it's Honkai Pack 3rd lore. I really hope Himeko won't leave the Express if she turns out to be a genius. I don't think she will. But I do have the fear that if she does appear to become Polka, she will probably get killed again. Genuinely, I do believe that. Like, I cannot lie to you. I do believe that if she is proven to be Polka, things will get very hectic. But, well, let's hope for the best.
Your logical deductions are vastly different from mine. Therefore, allow me to provide one more academic recommendation.
The guy really sounds like he's about to burst a fuse, literally.
Listen, my peers. Why don't you look beyond this world? Just as the Chrysos heirs did. Re-evaluate your calculations and take into account all enemies in the upcoming war among the Eons.
The upcoming war? Wait, I thought we only had to face Nanook. We're declaring war on all of them now?
Amphorius is not a place where three paths entangle, but where three paths fight to the death. You used Memoria to resist me, but did you not consider the possibility that the Remembrance and their children might have taken this opportunity to join the fray as well?
Okay, he has a point there. I hate to give him credit, but he does have a point there. I do not trust the Garden of Recollection. Oh no, we are not. They might be declaring war on each other. But he says in the upcoming war. And take into account all our enemies in the upcoming war among the Eons. Okay. So I guess it is between the Eons. The last Aeonic War was the fall of Taziron, where Klipoth, Xipe, and a few others teamed up to bring down Taiziro. Wait a minute, remind me who that Eon was? I genuinely can't remember who that Eon was. Oh, that, the Ouroboros. No, not Ouroboros. Shit. The Swarm, the Swarmion. The Swarmion, not Ouroboros, excuse me. For some reason, it gave me pictures of Ouroboros instead. Status, sealed within an amber prison. Okay. I'm glad to hear that. Propagation. Yes, yes, the swarm. Exactly, exactly. In the meantime... Oh, there we go. This is the scene I've been waiting to watch ever since I started the chapter. I knew of this scene because, as I said, I did got a little bit spoiled by scrolling on Twitter on the first day the chapter came out. I literally have no idea what is gonna happen. I just know that it's March and Dan Heng having Darts and Dan Heng having a conversation in the vortex of Genesis. That's all I know.
Oh, so this isn't just silence. It's the answer.
Luocha has remnants of Taziron somehow, as we learned in like 2.5. That was what was in the coffin?
What was the last thing he said to you before you parted the waters at the Scale Gorge waterscape? A tricky question, but one with a simple answer.
Man, not gonna lie, I like this outfit, but the fucking... You know... the fucking glove with nails really creeps me out. The rest is not that bad, but this specific detail feels so off.
He didn't say anything back then, right?
Why isn't he in the Express?
That's correct. And now I'm sure. You are not March 7th. There's no way she would remember that detail.
Man, the memes are true. You're too smart to be March 7th. The memes are true. And I didn't even know what they meant when they said you're too smart to be March 7th. See, there's no way she would remember that shit. But somehow you do, so... You're not March 7th. Man. That's who's in the coffin, yes. The war amongst the Eons might be referring to the initiation of Luocha and Jingliu using Taiziron's remains to kill Yaoshi. That might be what ignites it. It's been a loose and since then Cienzo chapter. Also wonder about the transaction that occurred between Ruan Mei and, because she said something about one when she was helping restore Fugue's body. Not that free roast, yeah. That was funny as heck, I know. You're too smart. Ruan Mei might have had a hand in helping Luocha and Jingliu. Ah, another reason to hate her. She has ties to Taiziron. Not gonna lie though, this stance, the way she stands, actually real cool. So she's definitely not March 7th. What if she's March 7th, but not the one we know? Because I still do not disregard the possibility that she's just a fragment of March 7th, you know, like another part of her soul or something. We don't know. We cannot possibly know. Fuck him with these eyes. These eyes actually stare right into your soul, Jesus Christ. They really were not holding back when they were designing her. Also, this must be one of the first times ever in the history of Hoyoverse where they have a female character, mind you, and they have given her only a single ring, as if she is a male character. They usually do not do that. She tried to create an emanator of propagation. That big bug we fought. Yeah, the reason to dislike her.
I'll only warn you once. Leave her body. Now.
Wait. That is her body?
How impulsive. That's not like you at all. Why don't you calm down and think about another possibility? I didn't take over March 7th's body.
Yeah. Okay, false alarm. Our boy Dan Han got confused.
Rather, it's March 7th who regained my memories.
Your? Don't tell me. No! This is the end of the chapter! No! Do not black and tell me to be continued. Go fuck yourself! I wanted a little bit more. Give me one more answer.
Nice.
I love the fact that my sixth sense instantly kicked in. As in, wait a minute. She stares right into the camera. She says a one-liner that is actually kind of shocking. What comes next? Oh, you know what comes next. A black screen to be continued. Go fuck yourself. I love that commanding tone, Dan Han. Yeah, I did tell you. Yeah. I knew it would be the end too. I wasn't at all surprised. One of those things. Yeah. We know they do it to us. They didn't even hesitate to leave us in a good place this time around. Like, think about it. Where are we right now? Nowhere. We're in the vortex of Nameless Coral Collection, yeah. The wine bark sea berries yesterday's sunset, yet shall cradle tomorrow's dawn. From the destiny bestowed upon this journey, I shall inscribe it within these pages. Before their deaths. 150 stellar jades. Man, seeing this complete, it's wow. Just wow. As I was saying it, like, they didn't even leave us in a peaceful place this time around. We returned the core flame. That's where our story ends. The geniuses are still, geniusing with, Genius Society number 1, the senior, and somehow, some way, Dan Han is not in the Astral Express. He's still in Amphorius, in the vortex of Genesis of all places. Somehow we are not there. He found darts. We didn't saw a glimpse of wealth, of Sunday, of Himeko yet again for another chapter. And now we have to wait for 36, if you consider there is one more day of delay, 36 days. The only time they didn't leave us on a really annoying cliffhanger was in 3.4. Yeah, exactly. In her idol, she tries to mimic March 7th. It's kinda heartbreaking. I know, she's trying to take a picture. I have seen it, it's so cute. Why do I have to really feel sad? Wait a minute. Why do I have the really sad feeling that Himeko is still mute? I hope that's not the case, Midnight. We have moved past that for quite a few months now. The silent geniuses are taking her.
The taste of celestial ambrosia.
My dear Celestial Ambrosia, pull some in, I'll give you a present. You've... Wake up, you've turned blue. Blue? Am I the ocean? You got drunk on ambrosia too? Never mind. My dear, bring ambrosia here. Treasures, relics, beauties, take your pick. Candid notice the change around, or is it simply too intoxicated? The last echo of Ligus. No documented cases of ambrosia completely overriding an individual's perception of external reality. Conjecture the nameless previously interacted with this entity, potentially affecting its cognitive functions. Is this Lagos's observational memory? Ambrosia, bring me the ambrosia. I've got more treasures for you, darling. Stop! No. Sorry, it was getting worse and worse as it was going on. I had to, okay, I had to. I brought something special today, yeah. Offerings. What? Oh, I should. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's a different kind. Oh man, I'm so happy. Here, take.
The sweet waves are surging.
There we go. I had already more than enough. Oh yes. I do need the tracks of destiny because I was actually running out. Look at that. Currently owned 8. Goodness gracious. I have never run out of tracks of destiny. Okay, max level reach. Please wait for future version updates. Okay, I'm glad to know that there will be more. So this is a more solid version of her. Now this is a more, well, holographic version. Assaulting me. You didn't even offer the disorder ambrosia. Yeah. This has been there since the either 3.3 or 3.4. I can't remember, but definitely before this patch. Oh, really? No, I didn't. There is no way it has been. It has to be 3.4. There is no way. I don't know why I forgot. Midnight, I'm sorry. Man, I feel actually embarrassed right now. If this has been there for quite a while, that's because I haven't been to the Vortex of Genesis ever since 3.4 ended. So I guess that makes sense. It was discussed in the special program. I just can't remember which one it is. Okay then, I don't know what to say. In 3.4 she still was? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, Himeko was in 3.4. Mute. Crap. Hope that won't be long. You never checked the exclamation marks on the top of left of the map by the treasures? It's been there since I think 3.3. No, wait a minute. There is no way it has been there since 3.3 because I do remember myself actually returning and I did actually spend everything that I have collected for 3.3. That is because I don't actually have anything left. I have spent it all. And you know that I only spend after I have actually explored the maps. I don't know if perhaps the game forgot to activate this version. I don't even know.
Ambrosia! Ambrosia!
Shut the hell up. I'll be going. Have a nice stream. Thanks for chatting. Thank you so much for dropping, Lime. Have a good day. See you next time. Yes, it has. I think because it came with the the Twilight Ohiman map. Perhaps. Ooh, a lot of power, a lot. Okay, so logos. Wow. Very mechanical. But you never check the exclamation points by the treasures in the map. I think I have. This was Lygos' second phase. I see. It's a shorter one. It's a shorter one from the first phase, which is Mythos. Mythos. String answer, Destruction. Yeah, that was the first phase. I didn't expect a so catchy tune for him. It's so good, indeed. No wonder people actually have... No wonder people actually give him a little bit of a... a little bit of a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you know, kind of, you know, parallels. He does have this bizarre vibe. He did have a stance in his, you know, in his boss fight. No wonder they do that. Mythos is the best part in my opinion. Indeed, it is very good. This here, in this point right here, really gets bombastic. I spend most of the day listening to it. I can see why. EDM, X classical, X eerie major key, crack cocaine for the ears. Indeed. It really has a rave into the music. It is a rave. This is the kind of music you'd actually listen to clubs. Really good. Mythical axiom. Departure, metamorphosis, trials, and return. Heroes are like a sequence of numbers. Their epic tales written in arrangements of zeros and ones. Frozen Tides is what I'm gonna probably listen to last. Because that's the song of Isilence. Mythical... Oh, I see. Mythical axiom is the, you know, exomyth area. The ocean is an inverted sky, like a silk, more blue than the night. Yeah, it's a 4 on the floor beat. This is the like Morse code music, I think. This is the music of, you know, day Styxia, basically. I haven't searched for how to get back to the Exomyth area yet, actually. It's not a full area by itself. Yeah, it's probably restricted. No chests or anything. It's a restricted area. Hi there, just dropping by. Hello, Welfare Waifu. Welcome to stream. It's a restricted area, just like the area of, you know, of the Eons, you know? It's like only exclusive for a brief moment in story. I don't know where it is or what it is attached to. I get the feeling that it's exactly the same. The same as, you know, the afterlife. We never go back to the afterlife, remember? In the, after the 3.2. The nether realm is attached to Styxia. Oh, wait a minute. I know the nether realm is attached to Styxia. Okay. Yes, it is. There is a mirror that takes you there. Really? I haven't been there! You never did that either? You never told me! I don't know why. Look. Some things are maybe obvious, but not really that obvious. When the wind was warm, the wind then was still warm. The children danced barefooted for the harvest, hand in hand. Oh, I see. It's from the... yeah. I do feel like doing puzzles, really. Yeah, there is a questline that lets you go back. Oh, I thought I did. There is a huge mirror in the corner. Well, sort of questline. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, in an ocean that knows not of the sky or the land, the princess sang a forlorn melody, dreaming of a hero's arrival. Oh, we found our next masterpiece for the Express. Man, I cannot believe they did not add coronial. They didn't add coronial radiance in the music in the jukebox. Shit. The bestest music, the bestest type of music, and they do not add it. Man, this playlist has so many Greek names. Theomachia, it's a Greek name. King, father of all, it's not a Greek, but it's not Greek, but it is from a Greek, you know. It is from a Greek, you know, philosopher. Gorgo was the queen of Sparta, you know, queen of, you know, wife to Leonidas. Proipro is Greek. Logos, mythos is Greek. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, wait a minute. Let's take things one step at a time. Styxia. Wait. That part in the music, in the song, it's the bestest one. It's a hidden thing like chirping secret. I see. Have you gone back to the Exomyth? You know that's possible. I hadn't done 3.5 yet. Yeah, so no idea. I see. Okay, wait a minute. Mirror. Oh! How did I not see that? This place resembles the sea of flowers in your memory, but there are some subtle differences. The scene before you seems like a painting of memories, fished out from the river of the past by some force. It is not their true nether realm, or else you would have already lost your breath. Amidst the fragrance of Antilla flowers, you recall the verses you once loved most. I give you my old doll, the remnants of poems and withered flowers. I give you the sorrow of one who gazes at the lonely moon for too long. The sea of flowers in memory, and the beautiful music that comes with it. This must be someone's deepest wish. The Weavers. We were invited by the eulogistic butterflies to witness their final dance. I've heard the story of the eulogistic butterflies. They must have been entrusted by someone to convey messages from the other side of the River of Souls to living. That's a beautiful dance, must be meant to convey longing. It seems this dance will continue for a while longer. Let's meet again in the mortal world. See you tomorrow. Complete your trial in this life. Grant me the embrace of death and light the spark of life ablaze. You have been tempered by life and death. I know you will be able to give this wasteland its first breath of life. Like a raven butterfly flying swiftly to the nether realm, perching on the twig of death. I will. After this I will remain permanently in the nether realm. The River of Souls shall return here and rain down from the sky, scattering souls across the earth. The cycle of life and death will flow once again. This area of flowers you showed shall bear countless joyous or sorrowful souls and bloom evermore. Thank you. Just one last thing. Can you grant me one wish? Of course, what is it? Please don't forget me. I promise you. When we meet in the next world, even if I have endured another incarnation, even if we do not know each other's names, I will still hold you tightly in my arms, just like what I did when we were born. Castoris, you're as beautiful as a fleeting butterfly. Wow. This is the closest place to those eulogistic butterflies. You can almost see the scales on their wings. Their flight path seems to spell out 8 characters. Hey, stop flying. As if understanding your words, the eulogistic butterflies begin to disperse. You can change the scenery? What? This is the closest place. You can almost see the scales. The flight path seems to spell out. Stop sleeping, get up and fly. As if understanding your words, the eulogistic butterflies begin to fly into the sky. You can control them. Wow. Yeah, I was not expected to return here. It's not as complicated as I thought. If he's already has access to the mirror, I thought it was a whole ass thing. Yeah, I think he already listened to the memories in the room, which I'm pretty sure it is the prerequisite. Wait a minute. If it is the prerequisite, when I listened to the memories in the room, you were on that stream. I remember you, Midnight. Why didn't you tell me about the mirror? We probably got distracted by something, didn't we? Oh, the restaurant. Yeah, no, I don't feel like doing restaurant stuff. The name of Kefali is something that I have to do eventually. Let's go explore, you know, Dixia in the morning. Let's begin from the beginning, since I skipped a lot of parts. Don't remember. Well, I do. I do remember that we actually did return in order to actually check on the memories from there. After the, you know, after everything and... Huh? Oh, hey. Is it finally time to say goodbye, Aglaya? What? No! We have already been for a while, Excellence. The Gold Weaver has already met her demise in Ohima a few hundred years ago. What now accompanies the sorcerers are just fragments of her divinity. I am longest in existence among the fragments. It's because you couldn't bear to let me go, isn't it? Can we stop for one stream and not feel bad about my wife for one stream? Man. They're doing it on purpose. They're doing it on purpose at this point. I actually thought the restaurant banter was great. I have heard good things about it. No, I'm saying I remember that stream. I don't remember why I didn't tell you. Maybe I myself hadn't thought to check yet. Or maybe there was distraction. I love the restaurant stuff too. At least your wife gets content. If all the content she gets is that she died. I mean, okay, she gets content. And? Listeners, do you remember how we first met? Of course I do. You mock my clothing as being simple and tattered. How rude, you golden trout. Well, she has a point. Had I known that was your hometown's garment, I wouldn't have said that. You've always been someone deeply entangled in past revelries, having tasted loneliness, grown accustomed to it, yet never escaped the fear of it. I suppose that's why you kept me in existence using the authority of ocean. Yeah, I would have done the same, actually. After my departure, you will be the only one left in this cold and dark sea. What comes after might be another 1,000 years of solitude and vigil. What will you do, Isilens? I shall endure. I've gotten used to persevering loneliness. It's like an old friend at this point. Since leaving the deep sea and becoming the gladius of the Imperator, then taking up the core flame and returning to the desolated currents. Lonely wave bower. Lonely wave bower. What is it that you truly seek? The revelries promised to me by the Titans and the Imperator, of course, one after another. Then why are your eyes full of despondency and sorrowful uncertainty? Isilens, please heed the final blessings of this rude golden trout. If one day you'll find the loneliness unbearable and grown weary, then hold a grand feast for yourself. In that grand feast, the calamity does not approach, the flame chase journey continues forever, and all who you chase will be by your side. Allow me to accompany you in that celebration, will you? Sure, Alaya. The nymph no longer spoke. Golden bits of light did disperse in the deep sea like transient firelights. There's no happiness for us in this world. There never was. Well, now I just realized I don't need Kalos on the team anymore. I can play as myself. Oops. Okay, wait a minute. Which is the hyper carry for Mighty? I have forgotten. I always forget. I have so many characters. I have so many teams. I can never really remember which is which. Okay, Tribi. Yeah, okay, makes sense.
Are you going?
Shoot! I don't want to hear anything from you, teacher, okay? Reshape showed up in my Astral Express the other day and was right at the window looking at Amphorius. I was depressed. When he visits. I know. I took a picture too, being like, why you gotta do this shit to me, Hoyo? Yeah. I take a picture with him almost every time he visits, I feel you. Sunday, I can see a tree beast fine. I'm pretty sure I haven't missed anything, right? Man, I genuinely believe from whatever little leaks I had seen. Okay, so here's the thing. I guess at this point it doesn't matter because it's not story. It's probably in the event anyway. I saw a leak where all the Chrysos were gathered in Aedes Elysiae, in this, you know, area, you know? Basically as if seeking refuge in this, you know, fairy memland, whatever you wanna call it. And I genuinely thought that, hey, this is gonna be a part of the story. Event. Okay. Okay, I gotta go, but have fun with puzzles. Thank you, Midnight. See you next time. I'm just gonna complete this map, and after that, I'm gonna call it a day too. I don't feel like streaming way too much today. Tomorrow, I have to focus on streaming. I have to focus on streaming. You know, Stainless Zone Zero again. It was the restaurant event. Ah, shit. Well, I guess in a sense it's a good thing that I actually got misguided, because I wasn't actually, you know, spoiled for the story, but at the same time, damn it, we really didn't, you know, we didn't really got to see the Chrysos together this time around. Event is voice acted at the beginning and at the end, but not in the middle, by the way, just so you know. Later. Thank you so much, Midnight. I'll keep that in mind. I'll go ahead and play the event in another dedicated stream for it.
Buy some new armor. Try.
I get the feeling that it can't fill up the whole stream. Actually, that's a lie. It definitely can, because I am the master of stalling anyway. Okay, why is there a stone pillar in front of me? What? Who did this? How inconsiderate. Who did you say is a stone pillar? This pillar can't even speak. Do we come from the same homeland? By Fagusa, allow me to test you with a stamper. We shall see how well you know your honey brews. Over the past 1,000 calendar years, what honey brew flavor do the Styxia citizens enjoy most? I'll give you 4 options: pomegranate, apple, and pomegranate. What is the 4th option? Correct, it is the 4th option. Grape flavored honey brew. Because honey brews are all grape. Snore. Okay, fellas, leave that. You drunken lion. Can't wait for the drinking event. I think apple. It wasn't apple. It most definitely could not possibly be oh, my favorite. It most definitely could not possibly be apple, okay? That's for sure. I am close, but I don't know how close. Wait. There we go. No, that's a lie. What the fuck am I doing? Fuck. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, give me a moment. I know. It will take a moment, but I can do it. I know I can. There we go.
You may have it.
Consider it your reward. Yes. There's also a floor below that, but I want to see what this area right here has to offer. I want to make sure that I'm not gonna miss a thing. I could turn off the lamp. The lamp is over there. Maybe I can find something interesting if I turn it off. Nothing interesting to find. Anyway, I have to show somebody I can do MOC 12 with Reshape currently. Nice seeing you, Alex. Thank you so much. Have a good day. And also, well, about the about doing the challenge with MOC, I would have recommended actually, you know, asking help from Midnight. But you know what? I believe in you. I guess you can do it yourself. Just keep in mind that, yeah, it is doable. No matter how tough it looks. Crap, come on. There we go. I didn't want to attack the thing. I just want to make sure that I didn't left anything back here. Okay, nice. Yeah, missed me. One look and you can tell these bottles must be worth a fortune, but that's as far as your appraisal skills go. If only Fenrir or Cypher were here, those two are pros when it comes to treasure. Oh, you don't have to hit me like that. It hurts, you know. No need, I've done it already. Someone just wanted to see it. Ah, okay. Excellent. Day 3 of farming for Sparkle. I keep getting mighty relics instead. The universe is trying to tell you something. Okay, so how do we get out? Oh, there we go. Must be that door over there. Yeah, this is the door. I don't suppose there are any nymphs around, or no? Okay. Okay, Virginia is here. Kalos, can you help me with something? I will activate the. Actually, no. We're not gonna get Dragon City sticks here. Oh, I see. So this is the place. Yeah, I've been here. This is a place where you can switch maps, basically. Guess my mighty wants the attention. Yep. So glad that Virginia actually, I'm so glad that Virginia actually has a, a side quest. I hope it's something romantic with Apollonius. Oh hey, we found the shape of Sirens. What is this? Hey, what am I saying? Yeah, they say if you live too long, you'll be struck by something called Mara. Makes you go crazy like a titan, and then boom. That sounds frightening. We've all been around for quite some time. I hope we don't go. What is that thing? I just realized it had eyes. You've all been around for quite some time. I hope we don't go to the beyond only to find our lifespans cut short. No need to worry, every illness has its remedy. I heard there is a wonder medicine beyond the sky called mimetic life or something. Quit your nonsense and move these bruised jars before they spill all over you. Okay. I cannot break that thing. Canis. Converted cleaner. What? Delicacies, ambrosia, laughter, song. This feast is like a dream, truly consuming. What is this? The guest from beyond the sky? Deliverer of our salvation. What do you seek from one such as me? Are you called Canis too? I've heard tales of deliverers' eccentricity, how they care little of trifling things. Now I see it firsthand. What does a man bearing this name unsettle you? Canis is but a title, a sort of symbol. The person behind the name doesn't truly matter. Your bewilderment shows on your face. You must be confused about why I'm here. Simple. In the histories unwitnessed by you, I sided with the Imperator. Do you doubt me? Observe the marks I've carved from the flame chase. My blade has severed the sins of those who came before me. Let's talk about Canis. Understood, but considering your station, we best keep our mouths closed. You inherit Canis' memories. Let's talk about your cleaners. About you and the previous Canis. Talk about this feast. You've inherited Canis' memories. Since inheriting this title from my deceased mentor, or reasonably assume I follow her legacy, but I chose a new path and led the cleaners down this route as well. I pledged loyalty to the great Imperator, becoming her shadow blade to purge obstacles, cleansing any who defy her quest, mortals and Chrysos heirs alike. Yet this misconception serves me well, as some stubborn individuals won't heed me like some among the current generation who adhere the command because of my ancestral rule.
Time will prove me right.
That's quite the voice. Let's talk about your cleaners. You may deem the cleaners despicable villains, but we were birthed as righteous souls, curbing Chrysos heirs' tyranny during wartime. In that era, many Chrysos heirs wielded power for malice. Not all of them were heroes. We wielded the Titans' divine objects and alchemy of old to achieve power capable of slaying the Chrysos heirs, thus protecting the defenseless. But later generations forgot our higher purpose, becoming assassins obsessed with eradicating Chrysos heirs. After the great Imperator ended the war, the last cleaner, my stubborn mentor, clung to hatred among opposing the great Imperator. He was truly pathetic.
Time will prove me right.
About you and the previous Canis? If you read the records I gave you, you would know that I personally slew her for the Imperator. But I don't actually hate her. On the contrary, she adopted me, who was once homeless because of the Chrysos war. To me, she might as well be my mother. But I became a cleaner because I didn't want the Chrysos heirs stirring trouble again. Yet, when the great Imperator succeeded in her noble accomplishments, she stood by the belief that the Chrysos heirs were her enemies, and thus trouble brewed once again. As the great Imperator said, if the old laws were so perfect, why did they crumble beneath her feet? Those ancient doctrines are as easy to cut apart as a dog gets his throat. Unfortunately, she was blinded by vengeance and could not understand the rationale. Only I can bestow death upon her to awaken her and protect the future of the cleaners.
Time will prove me right.
The feast? In the feast granted by the great Imperator, regardless of your identity and secrets, as long as you wish to indulge yourself in ambrosia, delicacies and laughter, you could temporarily put all your troubles and frustrations aside. To the Chrysos heirs here, I'm the past enemy. However, the great Imperator took me under her wing. Yet, that didn't stop anyone from fearing the cleaners. But it matters not, for I chose this path myself. While I cannot compare to the Chrysos heirs with extraordinary talents, an assassin who lurks in the shadows can also prove their worth. Nice. I was not expecting that, twist of events. Hello there. Oh, great delivery. Your exclusive soul brew from earlier is ready. Here you are. I should be going now. Do not drink that shit. My brew, huh? Let me take it. My brew? From stepping on those grapes, how did it become a drink so quickly? Nothing makes sense here. I have to find out what's really going on. Memories in a bottle. Talk to the honey brew manager to learn more about what's happening. Greetings. What can I help you with? What was that? What was all that about before? My apologies. We haven't had outsiders join our celebration in ages. I forgot you're from beyond the sky. Allow me to introduce the harvest zone for our honey brew. Bro. I don't even know how to read anymore. Allow me to introduce the harvest zone for our honey brew. Before everything changed, Dixians and all people of Amphorius drank brews made from these fruits, blessed by the divine power of the chalice of plenty. What you walked across was Fagusa's altar, but personally, stepping on the grapes, the journey you took to get here will be instantly turned into a bottle of exclusive soul brew. One sip is supposed to calm troubled hearts and restore smiles, no matter how long they have been without joy. Oh, that's how it used to be, at least. You mean it used to be? Well, have you tried it yet? To be honest, with Fagusa gone, the altar's power has diminished significantly. Now our exclusive soul brew tastes like nothing but water with barely a whisper of honey brew fragrance. Maybe Isilence could help with this? Good idea, but the guest only started complaining recently and Lady Isilence has been absent for quite a while. So I was hoping that maybe you could. I have no idea where to find Isilence. You want me to fix it with prayers? Onyx's prayers? No. Those two titans couldn't stand each other. Using Onyx's power would probably backfire. Our best option now might be to seek Lady Nereidis. Nereidis? Oh, she was Lady Isilence's personal assistant and is currently the only ocean priest remaining. Perhaps she can channel Lady Isilence's power to help us? Alright, let's discuss my payment. Let's discuss my payment first. Wait a minute. Naturally, I'll make it worth your while. For the sake of bringing the unique experience back to our revelry, we're counting on you, great deliverer. Alright then. I think I have explored almost everything here. There's a lot of side quests to do, that's for sure. I'm glad for that. Genuinely, I'm glad. The game lagged. Shit. Oh no, this place is still in slow-mo. I was hoping that wasn't gonna be the case this time. Okay, that's what we're talking about when we say slow-mo. Even the treasure goes in slow-mo. Oh my goodness. I cannot dive in. The treasure is still dissipating. This place is slow as hell. It actually took 3,000 years in order to restore. 33 million cycles in order to restore. Actually. What do you like to eat? I like to eat fish that talk slow. Noted. What the fuck? Look there, the distant ruin. Once the palace of the Ocean Queen once the palace of the Ocean Queen where she and her children knew a fleeting joy, a moment of joy, and a long bitter eternity of sorrow. Ah, I see. Oops, I did press it out by accident. Messinian Salinity Crisis. $33 million years later. Wait a minute, what? Why is it? No. There we go. No! Oh, shit. Does it refill? Did it stop? I think it stopped. It stopped. Okay. No sparkle relics today. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Luz. It happens. Oh, you are near this. Whoa, what a huge sea slug. Ma'am, time to shake off that buzz. Hey, aren't you a cute one? Do you need something, little ocean sprite? Care for a sip of my honey brew? I need you to channel the power of the ocean. The ocean? Wait, are you the one Lady Isilence has been waiting for? You quickly explain why you were there. Oh my, has it been that long already? With all this never-ending revelry, I've almost forgotten what I'm supposed to do, except... One thing I'll never forget is Lady Isilence last task. Now I have a hiccup and it sounds as if I am drunk too. Is Lady Isilence's last task for me. Enjoy and continue this revelry. Now, great deliverer, would you kindly escort me there? Yeah, sure. It's been a while since we've seen you sober, Lady Nereidis. Well then, I have been briefed. I'll see what I can do. O embodiment of the shimmering tides, hear my call. The world falls silent for your sacred song. Bless this gathering with cups that never run dry. Okay. My mighty now is with almost 8k HP, 24% critical rate, and almost 230% critical damage. Wow. Did it work? It feels... I'm not entirely certain. Great deliverer, would you give it a taste for me? Glimmering streaks of purple liquid swirled through the air and flowed into the vessel in waiting. A flask of honey brew now sealed and ready. Bottoms up! Same as before, it's just water. Still tasteless. I suspected as much. Fagusa's authority entirely faded away. The ocean's resource alone cannot restore even the slightest bit of it now. Let's try something else. I'll try to recreate the flavor of building a new altar, but before that I need to figure out how it actually works. Do some research? No need for that. With the Great Deliverer here, we have a better option. Let's directly tap into the Fallen Titan's memories instead. Okay, I need your help, Great Deliverer. There is a certain sadness in knowing you're likely the last to ever wield Onyx's miracle. Or the shot. Their memory speaks to you like greeting an old friend, probably because you've rewound them once again. Well, our revelry is at its height, but too many have passed on the honey brew. What should I do? Can't exactly force them to drink, or can I? No, wait, I've got a better idea. I'll harvest the deepest desires for my brew, spinning memories into liquid joy. Behold my genius. That's it, my lovelies. Step in and crush your desires deep within into the basin. After all, no one ever turns down a sip of their own deepest longing. Yep, that's the title of honey brew, alright. You've got quite the silver tongue. Honey brews of every palate, each bottle filled with different desires. That's the divine work of Agusa is most known for. Sadly, peering into hearts and minds isn't part of Lady Isilens's authority. Okay, so we're at the dead end. She's still new. I can't blame her. She's still new to being a demigod. Echoes of memories may fade to oblivion, but the people in them never lose their shape. Lady Isilens spoke these words to me during a rare lucid moment of a century past, okay? I see it clearly now. My deepest thanks, Great Deliverer. Now I know how to recreate the flavor. Let's get back to the Harvest Zone. I'll need your help one more time. Lady Nereides, you look like you figured something out. You could say that. Step back. You don't want to get pulled into the ocean's currents. Okay, oh embodiment of the shimmering tides, hear my call. Turn their memories into honey brew and bless this gathering with cups that never run dry. The brew glimmers faintly, sprinkled with twinkling specks. Great Deliverer, if you would. Okay, some glimmering stakes of purple liquid swirled through the air and flowed into the vessel in waiting. A flask of honey brew now sealed and ready. Bottoms up. Instead of the strong kick you expected, you're struck by a familiar taste, like you've had it somewhere before. Like you've had it somewhere. This is the taste of the honey, the dew of divine blood that Isilens let me try. Blessed by Lady Isilens, we've done it, Great Deliverer. I don't understand. Lady Isilens somehow knows that this is the drink you've become most familiar with since arriving in Amphorius. Despite never gracing our revelry, she possesses an intimate knowledge of every person in this city-state. So in this illusion, everyone tastes the drink exactly what their souls have brewed. Moments later. Yes, this is definitely it. The exclusive soul brew I've been craving for 15 years is finally back. The flavor isn't quite what I remember, but honestly that doesn't matter. This new bottle is incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, our doors are officially reopened, all thanks to our priest who prayed for Lady Isilens' blessing. Fantastic! A taste lost for 1,000 years, now ours to enjoy again. Great Deliverer, Lady Nereides, your help has been absolutely invaluable to us. Big help. Okay, we cannot thank you enough. If you ever return with friends, do stop by our Harvest Zone. Our revelry has room for anyone who enjoys the honey brew. I've got to run now, business calls. Please make yourselves at home and feel free to look around. Okay, Great Deliverer, I have a special item that belongs in your hands. What's this? The last bottle in all of Amphorius, a pure brew of the ocean, bearing the inscription, "Take the feast to tomorrow." It is quite simply priceless. Lady Isilens personally created and sealed it, long before anyone had ever heard that ancient ballad. She left just one request, that this bottle find its way to the person she's been waiting for. I'm honored to receive this. She gathered dust around her, yet it never escaped her solitude. Now that you're here, perhaps that will change. Tell me, Great Deliverer, is the soul brew we make today still faithful to what it once was? As long as everyone's happy, that's all that matters. So, that's what you think. Still, no option is truly wrong here. After all, what carries the revelry forward isn't the honey brew itself, but the stories it holds. Next time, let's share a cup together, Great Deliverer. The soul brew has returned. Make the most of this one and only chance. Let a friend from up for you try it, and maybe take the fist of the it was a distant wish and also her blessing. From a peaceful yesterday. Memories in the book. Wait. There we go. Before their deaths, hear the distant mournful song singing the name of the mother of being, illusion, will, pain. Carry on everything before the heroes' deaths. Before their deaths, man. That was such a good chapter too. Complete the repair assignments in the brewing district and of Warpling Shores, Styxia, from a peaceful yesterday. Mycelian salinity crisis. Lower the palace level, water level to its absolute minimum in Warpling Shores, Styxia. Yep, this was peak, I know. Really got us a little bit with before their deaths, but you know what? It is extremely good. It is extremely good that, yeah, you know. No, I didn't want to be up here. I wanted to be down there. It is extremely nice that this chapter wasn't all about death.
So the drill master who once taught me
I think I saw something with the corner of my eye, but perhaps I was mistaken. Yeah, that's what it was. And I cannot kill it. Fuck. Oh hey, they dance.
The master who once taught me swordplay is now teaching music theory?
Yes, because romance exists in all of us, even drill masters. Is it still empty? Because if it isn't, I have to do it again now. I should have done the side quest first. I should have done this first.
You may have it. Consider it your reward.
Yeah. The water here is cool and refreshing. It feels good to dip my wings into it. Why did you drain the pool? Wanted to see me that badly? Okay, perverted one. I didn't know you were in there. Heard you deliver from beyond the sky. What brings you here to visit the mighty lion today? Who knows everything about Honeybrew? The citizens of Styxia laughed. They asserted firmly, why? Of course it is Verax Leo, but by Isilins, allow me to tell you with an extraordinary story. We shall see how well you know your honey brews. Why didn't you drink more? A true honey brew enthusiast would not be stumbled by this, just like how a scholar would never be burdened by knowledge. As for comrades of the same nature, I wish them good health. Come over here, talk to me about anything at all, and we can discuss it with Gustav. Here's our honey brew. Tell me about the most honey brew. Share some fun facts with me. Fun facts? From the time Lady Isilins became a demigod up until now, Styxia City has consumed 5,535 million bottles of honey brew for their feasts, during which the people grew tired of its monotonous state and mixed different flavored honey brews with fresh milk, jam, and other ingredients, and that's how the various types of Chimera honey brew were invented. After you drink it, you'll unconsciously say all sorts of bizarre things, such as, "You're so good at going to work," and so this often sparkled fights, and nobody drank Chimera honey brews thereafter. How was it? The Great Lion's stories must have piqued our great deliverer's interest in honey brew, right? Why don't you try my special blend? You can drink it yourself. Can't help it anyway. Can't help it then. Anyway, I'll prepare my cups and wait for you. 4 lions' tails. I'll pass. I think it would have been preferable to just tell him, hey, do it yourself. Diver in the Forgotten Sea. Oh my goodness, this is what I'm talking about. This is my area right here, the puzzle area. May scroll. Game scroll like check out the daily requests, volume 1. That an achievement? Noted. Yep. Victory. Volume 2. Also, Mod, I don't know if I welcomed you to the stream. Welcome. I think I did welcome you, but then again, I cannot be 100% sure. Why is this so simplistic compared to the rest? Yeah. Of course it was gonna do this to me. There we go. Ah, bullshit. Okay, good enough. Not exactly the trick shot I wanted to do, but okay. I have no thoughts, only Madam Jane. Fair enough, bro. I dislike this level. I mean, it's not that bad. It could have been a better, although. By better, I mean I could have done it better. I personally do not mind these kinds of... Oh shit, I forgot. The volume 6. Haven't done volume 6 yet. Shit. Okay, I fucked myself. Now I realize how it's meant to be done. Come on. Ah. Yeah, fuck. Oops. I glitched the shit out of it. Ah, okay. Good enough. Nice. Nice. This one is a tricky one. Except if I'm thinking about it in the wrong way. There we go. I was thinking about it the wrong way. I don't know why I was doing it the opposite side. It's all about patience, okay? It's not really difficult unless you make it difficult. Like right now. I should have pressed it a second earlier. It's logical puzzles, and that's what I like about them. There we go. They are fun. Yeah. There we go. Come on. Come. What? Man, I had it. I now realize what I should have done. That was such a bad thing to do. Yeah, screwed myself big time. There we go. Shit. Timing is a little off. There we go. Certainly a pleasant challenge. Yeah. Ocean Ballpark. Look at that. A trailblazer's dream.
Take it. And buy some new armor for your tribe. Not bad. I'll accept it.
Well, I did everything, I guess. Step into the sealed underwater sanctuary in Warbling Shore Styxia. Complete all the puzzle of Janus Maze and Warbling Shore Styxia. Chat with 4 drunken Verax Leos. Yeah, quite the chat. Okay, this map still has a lot. I have to get going. I don't think there is anything else missing here around here. Come on. I think it's on the other side. Even though I don't like the fact that I'm gonna actually be No, wait. Not the other side. On the elevator over here. I have not used it. Might as well. Now I'm gonna have to wait 3 years in order to catch up to it. Okay. It didn't do me... You know, it didn't do me too much as I would have expected.
You may have it. Consider it your reward.
Yeah. Your reward, consider. Okay, what is up here? Time moves normally here. There's another, you know, portal over there, which is nice. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. There we go. Simple and easy.
Take it. And buy some new armor for your tribe.
Let me guess. It's a little bit of a puzzle to get to the other side, isn't it? Because technically speaking, there is no elevator in the other side either. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. We have to use the elevator from this side in order to get to the other. Flip the book and... yeah. Get the scholar set out if my side is so done. Yeah. That was an easy one. It was. Oh yeah. Without oh, that is such a sad sight. Without water, there is nothing. There's no staircase there either. I'm supposed to get to the other side. Oh, hey, there's a person there. There's a bottle. There's a person there. I have to fill the place with water, but if I... Yeah, it's a must. Nereidis. Nereidis? Whoa, what a huge sea slug. What brings you to the shore? Do you want some ambrosia? How much did you have to drink? What, a few sips, signore? How much do you have to drink? 1 mug, 2 mugs, 1 keg, 2 kegs. Keep going, you two. Let me be clear. Although I'm not drunkard. This is a state of ecstatic communication. The more I drink, the clearer the divine prophecy becomes. Can you hear Lady Silence's song? Praise Our Lady, you who restore the seas to clarity, you who bless the ambrosia with sweetness. Come, partake of her grace, surrender to revelry. To which sea god did you serve as priest? Okay, that hurt. The sea, of course. It's Lady Silence, guardian of the tides, the only demigod worthy of our devotion. Nap time for me. Thank you so much, Mod, for being here. See you next time. Faruza is but a phantom, a dead echo, merely a vessel for my lady's flame, a stepping stone for her ascension. Behold, Styxia, once shrouded in death's delusions, but the storm shall shatter illusions and exile silence with frenzy. Come, drink, dance, sing, praise Our Lady, offer her all the world's finest wines. Shit.
That war filled the ocean with laughter.
Is your current state of ecstatic communication legitimate? Look at you. Isn't our greed as chalice of plenty followers to drown in revelry, to bathe in delirium? Besides, as a fading echo of her memory, my most devout offering is to sing with her into the drunken dream. You know the truth? What's real, what's false? All I know is that my lady wills me to linger here. Our devout lineage of sea priests, blessed by Lady Silence's blade, came to this demigod battlefield to serve her who sings in the abyss. We hoped faith might soothe the sea's weariness, but it was all in vain. She never gazes upon our worship and only sings endlessly. Yet I know, in moments where we drink honey brew and indulge in revelry, her song trembles. She must long to join our festivity. My lady is so lonely, is a lonely one. So I wake, then drink again to keep her company. My faith is ecstasy. I yearn to hear her voice, to end her solitude, her despair, to wait together. Until at last I remain this bucket forever drunk in her melody. So she's the only one who actually still alive.
Submit, die.
There we go. Okay, that's that, huh? Fair enough. So how do we get down there? I think I know how. I think I know how now. There we go. King Solomon's carpet. Nice. Deliverer from beyond the sky, what brings you here to visit the mighty lion today? Who knows everything about Honeybrew? The citizen sticks your laugh, the assembly firm, wise, curse, blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, I know. 20 meters under the sea.
Not bad. I'll accept it.
So close and yet so far away. I get the feeling that the last ones must be behind the door. People are moving normally now? Why is that? Interesting. No, nobody's moving normally. It's a glitch. Now I get it. The sorcerers who gave their lives for the new world. The fates, and as foretold by prophecy, are to be born whether the world needs them. Oh no. Well, it still doesn't have the deceased Lightyear for her. Somehow, for some reason. Will we start listening to her song again? Yeah. She bore the sins of a king and the... Before you arrived, there was only still time, barren whale bones, eternal silence, and someone's long, lonely wait. She bore the sins of a king and the wishes of a hero, and for that, this chapter paused to welcome you in. But your story has turned to a new page. Come find her again next time when the tale begins. It's so sad that this map literally starts off in this bright city of Styxia, and it ends in these dark depths. And the sorrowful, insufferable weight of a hero. This song is a perfect lullaby. I know, Luz. Listen. The singer who kept to the deep sea for 1,000 years once sang here. For the fragmented years through which she wandered. The fish swims and swims and swims and swims. Alone it strays, lost in the sea, chasing the blazing light of the sun. The dazzling flame lights up its eyes, but also scorches its fins and scales. Hunting and killing, the fish swims into a sea of blood, dancing, singing, all for a noisy reward. The fish swims and swims and swims and swims, until its heart runs aground on the shore. Its body falls back into the deep sea, never to leap from illusion again. Extinguished sun, rise once more from the sea. The fish will chase after you, the firelight salvaged among the stars, in search of lost wine. Oh my god, the music stops here. Bro, if I tell you that I don't feel you, it would be a lie. That sad face right there is me, and literally everyone involved. Time has gone. The waterfall no longer flows, its fish frozen, mid-leap, as if it in ember, just as fate has bound the singer whose life remains sealed within. Time slows down here, so I speak slower too. Don't come near me. Wait, I wasn't slowed? Depression rail. Yeah. Next destination, depression. This is what they should have said with Amphorius. I knew it. The last one should have been down here. With this, I collect the final treasure of this map, and now the only thing that remains is the Spirit Thief. And this map is completed, without any guides or anything. I'm proud of myself. Drop the act. I knew it. Nothing gets past you. So right through my act, didn't you? Which means you already know what's coming next, don't you? A perfectly honest ambush. What the fuck? Okay, time to fight. I don't mind kicking your ass.
Everyone's been waiting for it.
I can't think of nothing.
Ladies, dispel the gloom, destroy the skies.
I can't think of
Gotta stop them here.
Spare no effort. Let this place witness glory. Dying soul, face me. I allow you to accept
Your punishment.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bartholos, I believed in you. Yep.
Serenity stands clear before me.
Come on, show me your courage. Forever doomed.
Hear my roar.
Hear my roar.
I am strife.
Burn it all.
Vendetta. Which I still believe that if it was called Extra, it would have been just as awesome.
The winds of battle
never cease. Well, even after 1,000 years, nothing gets my blood pumping like a good brawl with you. Who knows how much longer this world got left in it. But I, for one, would love to collect every battlefield you've fought on and preserve them. Swallow them up. Later? No. Not to sell, of course. To display them in a victory museum someday. A worthy tribute to all the sacrifices, time everyone made. Right? Your stomach's got room for that? Thinking time is money, quite literally, huh? I don't like talking about the past. Your stomach's got room for that? Well, there's only one way to find out. But I didn't lie in wait just to run my mouth. Did you happen to leave behind a basin in the past? Lucky for you, Bartholos is as thoughtful to return it. Let me just dig it a bit more. Behold, Bartholos extends his perfectly round hands and presents to you one antique basin. Please handle it with care. Great thief of deliverance, best of luck out there. Me and the drunkard in this basin are but spirits of the previous era. We can't help much now. But I know you'll snatch a more thrilling future right out of fate's boring little hands, won't you? Antique scheme. The Vortex of Genesis! No. I just realized that this is the Vortex in the real world. Like, oh my goodness, like in Bloodborne, when you find the hunter's dream in the real world. Just realized. Man, I got chills all over me. I didn't realize we were in the vortex. Man, midnight, I wish midnight was here. This music is so perfect for this revelation. The hunter's dream. It's the same parallel. The hunter's dream, where you can find it in Bloodborne, in the real world. This is it. The vortex of Genesis in the real world. It's the underground, deep sea part of Styxia. This is where the vortex of Genesis is. Wow. Towards the new ocean. You see, you can even see the fragments of the.
With it the scent of rust.
You can see it, right? It's the same. Interesting, man. And we found ourselves back where we came from. Wow. Wow. Collect your thoughts. You stare out at the dazzling light in the distance, your thoughts tangled and restless. After everything you've been through, this place just can't calm your mind anymore. Oh, that's so sad. Well, it's genuine though. This place used to be a calming place. Now I really do not feel calm at all. Maybe it's time to clear your head somewhere else, like a quiet little village beyond this world. Makes sense. Wanna go to Aegis Elysia and finish everything here. Irini?
The wild wind carries with it the scent of rust.
Wait. Before we do that, though, before we, you know, find a calm place for us to wind down. Let's go to the garment maker real quick. Greetings, honored guest. Never thought I'd run into you here as well. The honey brew of Styxia is as rich as they say. What a shame. I'm just a garment maker who wasn't built with a mouth to taste it. I spotted some nymphs at this feast too. If you still feel up for it, between celebrations you could bring them here to me. What a lively crowd. If this body of mine were made for dancing, I'd love to join in the middle of the floor. It was made for dancing. The nymphs? You know the rule. Memory crystals. Yeah, sure. Nope. Nah, okay, provide. There is a weaver who insists they are fish. The golden thread brings tidings. They're hiding in the water outside the windows of the Summoning Palace corridor. Wait, where is that exactly? In order for me to not get lost. It's close to one of the elevators. The door is this way. How did I not notice it? Okay, yes, navigate and teleport nearby, yes. How did I not notice it? It was right there. I went through there like 100 times. How did I not see it? Oh, because I was distracted with the... Fuck, of course I was distracted. I'm swimming in the water. But I can't breathe underwater. There we go. That was the last one. Well, makes sense actually. I was anticipating that that would have been the last one and I just happened to miss it. I feel kinda sad that I didn't find all of them. The nymphs of Warbling Shores have all been collected by the distinguished guest. As before, an extra nymph and a strange device have emerged here. Drop by if you've got the time. Well, I will claim it, but I don't think I can solve it without midnight. Also, this is the Vortex of Genesis. Enjoy yourself, honored guest. Found all the nymphs. So diligent, honored guest. In that case, it's time I fulfill my part of the deal. All the threads gather around the mannequin, forming a cocoon that envelops its body. Let fate illuminate your path. How many times did the nymph fail to push the boulder uphill? That is the message of the prophecy, though perhaps it holds a deeper meaning. How many? What do you mean, how many? Use the mechanisms in the environment to complete the challenges and unlock treasures in Warbling Shore Styxia, 20 meters under the sea. Ride the lotus leaves to descend to the lower levels on the Warbling Shore Styxia, King Solomon's carpet. Towards the new ocean, everything shines with eternal brilliance, dozing soundly above space and time. Use the spirit basin returned by the spirit thief Bartholos to reach Vortex of Genesis. Recover a stolen basin from the depths of time, a thick scheme. Okay, glimpse all fragments of recollection at the Warbling Store Styxia in search of lost wine. Yeah. Dragon Burst. Is Elysia. Shit. Wait, what is this? Take the feast to tomorrow. It was a blessing, a distant wish, and also her blessing. New dew of divine blood, a rare furion fine wine. It is said to be brewed from the corpse nourished by the divine blood of its titan. This particular bottle originates from the chrysalis of gold, Mystia of Romance. Man, this literally is the collection of our memories right here. The antiques we've recovered throughout time. We still have the Jade Abacus of our lying off. Dew of divine blood yet again. Pagusa was said to have buried 12 bottles of the fine vintage beneath the sea, hoping to savor them 1,000 years later, but even as the black tide silenced the song of chalice of plenty, not a single drop had been uncorked. This bottle, sweetest of the 12 vintages, was brought ashore by the last surviving sea siren. The divine power it holds can pierce through any fog. We collected 2, by the way. And we got the 3rd one from Glaia, so we have 3 out of the 12. Leathered butterflies pondering. If you hold it to your ear, you can hear the sound of melting snow. In Adunia, the departed seal ice and snow into the ring before their final journey, offering it to the living as a token to walk the rest of the path in their stead. When the ice melts and the snow fades, the flowers will bloom and you will find me. Man, we've collected so many memos from, you know, also the fruit of time. It is the treasure at the end of the adventure and the benchmark of the Legends of Prologue, born from the brand new structure born after the Era Nova. Influenced by an Amphorian saga of heroes, it presents itself in the current space-time as a golden apple. To give civilizations to time, to give years their life. I wonder if all these items actually are meant to be offered to something. Or they are just, I don't know. Or they are just meant to be, you know, they're just meant to be memos and nothing more. Alright, did you have any problems with YouTube asking for your ID? Let me check right now. So far I didn't saw anything, but I had problems with Twitter asking for my ID. And of course, I told Twitter to go fuck itself. But let me go to YouTube Studio real quick and see on my account. No. No, apparently not. I don't know how that is possible, but hey, apparently it is. I genuinely haven't had any problems. Thank God. That's nice. That's real nice. I'm glad it stayed that way. I still can't believe they're implementing this. They're gonna implement it, then they're gonna remove it. Or perhaps they're also gonna try to implement it and they're gonna fail, and then things are just gonna stay like that a little bit. Who knows? I don't really care. It's really bizarre because it asks for my ID in order to verify my age. But my account on Twitter, I created it back in March of 2017. It has been 8 years since I created it. So even if, let's say by logic, even if we were to say that I was 10 years old when I made it, by now I would have been an adult. I am far older than that, but even in logic, even if I was, say, 10 years old when I made the account, I would have still been an adult now. So Twitter genuinely asking my ID now is pure ass. Pure bullshit. They know exactly what they're doing. So you know what? I don't mind. I can wait another 10 years in order to have the account be 18 years old just, and that way I will not have to give them my ID. They can go and fuck themselves. It's as simple as that. It's insanity. Yeah, but you know what? I'd rather play my game than play their games. Anyway, I don't think it gave me any of the, Can you give me more hints? Let fate illuminate your path. How many times did the nymph fail to push the boulder uphill? The first part likely refers to the Janus maze. As for the second, well, the answer is probably a number at least. The Janus's maze? What? I have well, I'm gonna need Midnight to help me with that one. Usually Midnight always is there to help. But let me see real quick. I wanna go to the garden real quick and check if their basins are actually in the, in the shelves. I wish they are, even if things are not the same. They are.
The wild wind carries with
it
the scent of rust.
They are. They're almost all of them filled. Even the new one I just got. Oh, that is so nice. That is so nice. Hate the singing swarm. These nymphs were once tight-knit as... fuck, I cannot read it. Have created by Aglaya for the nymphs. A haven created by Aglaya for the nymphs. The scattered titan can reside here, coming out for a scroll when need be. Frightening speculation float to the front of your mind. Is there a possibility that these nymphs only appear when they are observed by you? Haven created by Aglaya. A number of nymphs is growing. Maybe one day this place will be filled with melodious chirping. Haven created. What will happen when the nymphs fill this counter? These nymphs were once tied knight as iron chains, but could not see one another for reasons unknown. Blessed in destiny that we are able to witness their union once more. So, wait a minute. This one is filled. There are still two ones over here that are not filled. So we have 1, 2, 3 that self, 4 that self, and I guess 2 more. Maybe 3 more from that side, or perhaps 2 more on this side. So it's still 3 updates. It is still 3 updates. Basically 2 more over here, 2 up there, and 2 more over here. 3 more updates. I love bugs. Yeah. It could be 2. Wait a minute. We are in 3.5, 3.6, 3.7. It's the last one. So there is a slight possibility that there are... Yeah, it's 4 and... It's 2 and 2, not 6. Perhaps I'm coping a little bit on the idea that we're gonna have another chapter. Well, prototype garment maker, what do you have to say? The winds riding on the golden threads bring tidings of your situation, esteemed guest. Has there been any progress? I want to know more details about the prophecy. Some of those nymphs really are bugs. How did the stone tablet turn into an apple? Forgive me, honored guest. This item isn't in my database, and I dare not interpret it without more information. To preserve knowledge for generations, people carved words into stone. The nymph tablet carried prophecies across 1,000 years this way. But the thing you're holding feels completely different. I've only seen descriptions like this in the oldest heroic epics. You must have gone through a tough adventure to get your hands on it. Who knows? Perhaps one day it will prove to be vital. I hope it will, because it's a golden apple, and golden apples have a huge meaning for gods and, you know, for myths. She's there. But the real question is there anything to tell her? Or perhaps is there anything for her to tell us?
The golden threads foretold your arrival, esteemed guest.
I wish to discuss some things with you. Ask as you please. Hobbies. What do you think of the sorcerers? You can also ask her about Isilens or... It was so nice while we were studying here. And things were... Well, this music actually was so calming to me at one point. It genuinely was. I cannot have peace. Peace is forbidden to have. Well, okay, let's conclude this stream. Hey there, miss me?
The wild wind carries with it the scent of rust.
Eternity lives in every moment. Where are you hiding? Don't be silly. Yeah, kinda. Come back soon. Message failed to send. The user tried to reach current out of service. Looking for little old me? Bet you're wondering where I've disappeared to, huh? Well, the trick is a little bit of magic. I worked some fairy magic to leave this message in Night Elysiae before taking off. Oh. I won't be back for a bit, and I hate for you to feel all alone without me. But don't worry, our memories are still here, scattered all around Night Elysiae. Oh, and I left you a letter too. Go check the Sacrament courtyard. So we're all alone again. We had peace for only but a moment. What is this bullshit? Genuine bullshit. Airborne scenery found by the sea. It feels as if it's stitched together. Do you remember when we were playing hide and seek? I once asked you, what would you do if one day the people around us suddenly vanished? I never got the chance to tell you the answer inside my heart. Cherish memories of those dear and press ever forward. Someday, when we meet again, may it begin with a long-awaited hello. Our peace lasted like half an hour and then... yeah. Serene has already left Aedes Elysiae with you, beginning the 33,550,337th return with you as the deliverer. As if she sensed you'd one day return again, she quietly left behind a letter on the table just before you left. Oh, that's why she was so secretive. Looks like you still remember what I said. Every story has to come to an end. Aedes Elysiae is where your next journey begins. When you're ready, set out from here. By the time you read this letter, I may have already left the village. But I will never disappear. The memories we shared in Aedes Elysiae will stay with you in my place. Until the day we meet again. I don't even feel anger anymore, which is incredibly rare for me. The only thing I feel is tiredness. You caught the swimming rag? Oh, yeah, we had caught that, I remember. Well, I guess this is where we're gonna have to stay now. Since the Vortex of Genesis really is not a place for us to think much. Let's end on a good note. How much? Ooh, man. Ooh, 8, you say? Man, 8 passes. Oh yeah. I've got 36 passes and a dream, and technically speaking 15 days, in order to gather as much as possible for the sake of getting, well, for the sake of getting Kerithra. Is what it is, I suppose. What a great surprise. I mean, I don't really have many more surprises. What can I do? But yeah, that's all I really have for this stream. I streamed 2 hours longer than I anticipated, but I guess the aftermath is something that I really wanted to linger on. We still have a lot of things to complete. We have an event to complete. We have this event, yeah. I have completed the showcase. Tomorrow it's gonna be the Apocalyptic Shadow. Yeah, Apocalyptic Shadow, event, and side quests, basically. That's all that remains. Luz, thank you so much for being here. Mod, thank you so much as well. Welfare Waifu, thank you. Midnight, thank you. Thank you guys all so much for dropping by. I truly do appreciate it. Lema, thank you as well, my friends. I really need to get some rest. Oh, Oyasumi, you were here as well. Thank you guys, truly. Bye-bye. Later. Stay safe. I'm gonna finish this with a proper, hand. I'm gonna Gonna start the Song of Vigilance, but before I start the Song of Vigilance, I believe that we should probably have the there we go. Technically speaking, this is better. But what I have another one. I have Vigilance is, this one. I found it somewhere on the internet. I'm not sure if this one is good though. I don't like it very much. It doesn't feel very appealing. So I'm gonna leave that one. Anyway, bye-bye. Later. See ya.
Salve